Hey guys, how's it going? Jam here, and welcome to my first video on Rocket League. Rocket League is a great little game. It's a game that falls into a very rare category with me. I typically have two sorts of games. I have games that I play the shit out of when I first get them, and then never touch them again. Or games that I just play continuously throughout their life cycle. Games in the first category are like Just Cause 3 for me. And yeah, I think Dirt Rally as well. I played that a hell of a lot. And to an extent, even Project Cars, I very rarely play it anymore. Even though I did do a video on it not that long ago. And games in the latter category are definitely like Forza and FIFA. I just play them all the time. But Rocket League, I tend to just sort of come back to it every now and then. Maybe like monthly. I'll just pop on maybe once or twice a month. Just for a match or two. It's just a great little game if you've got 10 minutes and you're a little bit bored. I don't know what game I feel like playing, so I'll just go on Rocket League. Because it's sort of driving and football, so I can decide whether I want to do the driving bit and then go on Forza, or the football bit and then go on FIFA. It's quite a nice little mix for me. But we've jumped into a game. Just, I don't even know what it is. I think it's just 2v2 online. And as we've joined, it's 1-1. And I haven't had the best of starts. I don't think I've even managed to hit the ball yet. And we're 2-1 down. But I did join halfway through, so obviously this game doesn't really count. Don't be silly. I didn't play the full of it. Although all of it. I didn't start it. But yeah, I haven't played this game in quite a while. And I'm doing all these videos that you've seen recently in post-com format because I'm actually away at the moment. So I pre-recorded all this footage. And now I've gone and done the editing and the voiceovers while I'm away. So you won't get the quite the same effect. Rocket League is definitely the type of game that I probably should be watching, or probably should be playing and doing it live com because of the way I react. But yeah, I'm doing things like that quite a lot in this first game. I just pressed the wrong button there because I haven't played this game in, as I say, quite a while when I came to record this footage. But yeah, I did have a pretty epic save a minute ago, although I'm, still doing some things definitely wrong and being very close to conceding again. But I just about managed to sort of flick the ball out and give it a little bit of a clearance. But they're bringing it back, and they can just completely miss the ball there. They're almost as bad as me. I don't know. Rocket League is... I don't know how good I am. I just sort of mess around. I don't really play it competitively or anything. But yeah, at this point in time, I am very bad. Just things like that. Just not jumping high enough to hit the ball. That was a pretty good hit though. I don't really know. This is quite tricky to commentate actually. I should definitely be doing it. If you'd like to see another Rocket League video, if you enjoy this one, then let me know. And I'll probably do it in... if I do another one, I'll definitely do it in live com. Reversing under the ball there in order to try and flick it forwards. But we're still just sort of we're still losing at this point, only 2 minutes left. Reversing back now, trying to get into a sort of defensive position. Doing a bit of a bicycle flip there to try and clear the ball away and just completely missing it. But we're reversing back into another defensive position in front of the goal. The ball's coming towards us. We tried to go for a flip there, and I think we got knocked out of the way by my teammate of all people. But we're still just sort of losing track of the ball here. Just using a bit of boost, trying to hit the ball away, but not really getting the best of contact on it. It's still up in our half of the pitch. Once again, I've gone for another bicycle flip to try and knock the ball away, but just completely missing it. The ball's up in the air now. We're trying to get it bounce on our bonnet. And not quite the contact I was hoping for, and one of them comes flying in. And I think they've hit the post there as well. So since I've joined, they've hit the post and the bar. But we finally got it away from our goal and up towards theirs, and it's across the face of goal. But my teammate isn't there to knock it in. Once again, making a pretty decent hit on the ball there. Spent a lot of time in the air, and the ball's heading right up towards their goal now. We're actually on the attack for once. I've got the ball. I take a shot, and I score to make it 2-2. That was an interesting goal there. My teammate and the other guy just completely missed it. I had a shot on the goal, and they had a guy on the line that probably should have saved it. So I was very fortunate there. But, oh yeah. And so I equalise at 2-2 with a minute to go, and they decide enough's enough, they're going to quit. So I won the first game by forfeit. Not sure that really counts, but we've joined a second game here, and I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm the only person in the game, but I've got a white and grey car, which I've not designed. But that's bizarre. I finally get into the proper start of the game, and my car has changed to its proper colours, but I just thought I'd leave that bit in because I don't know why my car went white and grey. I don't know if that's a standard thing that it does or anything, but we go for a little bit of a stylish aerial hit there, and we do just about make contact with the ball, but it wasn't it wasn't particularly effective for doing anything. And they take a pretty good shot there from a long way out. It nearly went in, but I managed to get a little bit of contact on it to keep it away from goal. And yeah, that's showing my Rocket League abilities right there. Just trying to make a clearance and just completely missing the ball. It's bouncing around now, quite near the centre. I go for a big aerial hit. They've gone for a big aerial hit, and they got there first. And actually managed to put it on target. They scored from like the halfway line. You can see here from another angle. He flies up in the air, I fly up in the air, he gets there first, and just that is a very good goal from a very long way out to make it 1-0 to the Orange team within just over 30 seconds in. Second kick-off now, I'm going to be flying in for the ball. I get the first touch, but I end up sort of parked on my roof, and by the time I turn around, they've scored again. So they've scored 2 goals in like 5 seconds. So maybe getting the first touch isn't always the best thing to do. What actually happened after this? I look like my teammate knocked it in, or well, the goal's been given to that other guy. But yeah, I'm not the best at going in for the ball in the centre. It's not really my thing. I'm far more better at this, just sort of sitting back, waiting for it to get knocked out, and then I'll come in and punt it up pitch. It's an interesting pitch as well because it's very slanted, and yeah, I said that was my forte. Like another 10 seconds after the kickoff, I score to make it 2-1. Very similar to my goal in the other game. Coming in from that sort of right-hand side and flicking it into the centre of the goal. And now it is all 4 of us flying into the centre. I don't get first touch, but I do think I got some contact on it and sort of pushed it into the opponent half. Get a pretty good slice on it there, knocking it in front of goal. I go to try and knock it in further to the centre, but they get a good clearance. And now they're very defensive, and I'm not sure what I'm doing there because I've knocked it back towards my own goal, not once but twice, and now I'm carrying it backwards and finally getting a bicycle hit away from it to sort of flick it away from goal if I can, and then decided to go to pick up some boost. But the ball bounced across our goal again, so we've gone to try and knock it away, but it's still back in front of our goal. There's a big aerial hit from one of them there. Got very lucky that I managed to make contact with it, otherwise I think that might have got in. Sneaky little touch there to knock it past one of the cars that was flying in, and they've missed it again, and now we're going into the centre, and I get demolished. If I hadn't been demolished there, I think I might have managed to get to the ball and knock that in for 2-2. But no, yeah. Not often you get demolished in this game. It's an interesting feature, but yeah, went very much against me there. And once again, they're on the attack. I tried to do a bicycle flip to clear it, and once again I completely missed, and now I'm just sort of flying backwards to try and help my teammate with the attack, but he clearly doesn't need me because he's done it all on his own. Just one touch from a hell of a long way out. He's chasing the ball all the way but doesn't get there again, and that was a very good solo effort from him. Once again, I've got the responsibility of going in. I once again get the first touch, but I had a bit of a higher flip this time, so it doesn't quite go as direct to my goal as it did before when they scored pretty much immediately. And once again, I'm going to decide it's going to be time for get some boost in. And my teammate's done pretty well by the looks of things, getting it towards the goal, but he's lost the ball at the moment. He's knocked it back into the centre. This is where I come in. I went for the flip, but he'd already got there, and I sort of knocked it back to sort of hold it back for a knock in from the centre, but of course there was no one else in the centre. And now that the Orange team, what? I was about to say the Orange team have got the ball very close to our goal, but well, all of a sudden I turned around and it wasn't there. And the ball's rolling towards our goal now, and finally I get a bicycle hit that actually sort of made contact. And very important that I did so, because otherwise I think the ball would have bounced in there. A lot of contact, and I think someone scored me nearly rather than the ball. But the ball is still very much up our end. We need to get rid of this. Oh, that was a good shot there, but wasn't quite close enough. I've knocked it against our back wall in order to try and ping it down the other end of the pitch. Tried to make another clearance. I've tried to make another clearance by bouncing it off the end of our pitch, and it just keeps coming back at us. Where is it now? It's always right in front of the goal. That was a very good opportunity for Orange team there, but they didn't quite score from it. And I managed to break with the ball, but not very far until the Orange team intercepted it. But my teammate managed to carry on the bit of the attack, and now I'm just sort of pushing the ball from side to side on the pitch and not really going anywhere. But now once again it's rolling towards our goal, so I knock it wide and make sure that we don't concede. And it bounces quite a long way back up. and I'm sort of hanging back, seeing what's going on. And is that going to go in? Oh, it does! What a goal! That was just a sort of long clearance. As you can see, I've just sat there. Oh, we're not going to get to see the replay. Well, I was just sort of sat there waiting to make a long clearance. And then I sort of chased it down because no one else did. Oh, that looks like it could be going. That was close. That was very close. On an epic save there as well to stop the goal. Their kickoff went straight towards our goal. And I thought they were going to score immediately. It bounced around a little bit and I just about got an epic save. I think pretty much from the goal line. I think we've hit the inside of the post there as well. And I've just realised as I demolished someone that from 2-0 down in this game, blue team, or I think we're both actually playing green, but technically blue team, we've come back to make it 3-2. So a very good comeback from the blue/green team in this game, and we're still on the attack actually. We've got just 30 seconds remaining, but it looks like Oranges have got it cleared a little bit. It's sort of bouncing around the centre now. I get a touch on it to knock it out wide, and my teammates knocked it up towards Orange goal. Can we get a fourth? It's still bouncing around. I'm hanging back. I've gone for the knock and have just completely got my angles wrong. And if anything, I've probably helped Orange by giving them a bit of a clearance. Just 5 seconds to go now. And Orange team are on the attack. Can they get a last gasp equaliser? It's pinging up in the air. It's going to finish when the ball lands and it gets cleared away. And blue team win 3-2 after going back from 2-0 down, doing some flips in celebration. But anyway, just thought that's it for this video. Just thought I'd pop on and play a couple of games of Rocket League and see if I could make a video out of it. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.